Hey everyone, welcome to my channel ASP.NET Core, and today I'm going to tell you about e-commerce web API projects and e-commerce REST API project, you can say. But before going to e-commerce API, I want to share my membership. In this membership, I will provide you .NET Core video tutorial, Dapper, REST API, Angular, Entity Framework Core, MS Test Unit, .NET Blazor, unit testing, HTML, jQuery, CSS, SQL Server, and React. Not only a simple video tutorial, it's based on the project video tutorial. So I will give you two projects in each technology. So first start from the .NET Core. And .NET Core is covered with the Entity Framework Core and SQL Server. So I will provide you two projects in .NET Core. Then after I will provide you .NET Blazor video tutorial, and it's not only a simple video tutorial, it's based on the project video tutorial. So only one time you can pay 800 rupees for Indian user and $15 for other country user, and just got this membership. In this it's only a .NET roadmap. It's covered full stack development course in just 800 rupees. It's not only a normal video tutorial. I again repeat it. It's not only a normal video tutorial. It's based on beginner from advanced level. I mean to say that I will provide you structured based, scratch, and the real time projects based video tutorial, and start from the beginners to intermediate and advanced level. In advanced level, I will provide you architectural based projects like based on your clean architecture, based on the solid principle, based on the factory patterns. So I will provide you video tutorials and the complete source code. Only one time fees you can pay, that is 800 rupees and $15 for other country user. Remember me again, only one time fees, that is 800 rupees, and just get the code and the video tutorials, okay, and also the resource material. How to get this? Just fill this form, full stack development, and your name, your email ID, your contact number. Contact number is not necessary. Transaction reference ID, order ID, or PayPal ID. If you are belong from India, just use this UPI code and QR code, I mean to say. And if you are belong from other country, just use this PayPal ID, that is narinkumar851@gmail.com, or else you can use this QR code. And you just get this form link in your video description box. So must to check your video description box if you want to get the membership, okay, and continue in your life. Hey everyone, today I'm going to tell you about the errors. Actually, errors is a complex part of your project. So I want to handle this error with a single class. So the class name is error, and that class is inherited by the iEquitable interface. So just I'm going to add a new empty file, and the class name is error.cs, and the class is public class error, and that is inherited with the iEquitable, that is iEquitable with the error. iEquitable is an interface that is exist in the system.iEquitable type of interface, okay. So just implement interface. Now in iEquitable we have a equal method, okay. So you can see that iEquitable is a type of interface, and I want to add some other properties. So instead of a single method that is equals, I want to add some more properties in the methods here. So I want to add I mean to say that none error. If it is your application do not have any error, so it represent a static field like that, public static, and just I'm going to add read only, that is an error type. It's a class of error, and create an instance, or you can say that none error, okay. And here I'm going to add new, and inside it we can take it string.empty, and string dot empty. I will make it a that is the constructor here, that is public. So we just go add a error here and just received it. That is the string type of code, string code, I mean to say that error code. And the next one is to add. Okay, so here we have an string code and the string message like that. Okay, and inside it you can take it that is raw, and that is that code and the message. So here I'm going to add a string type of code that is not set here, and the same thing we can do with the message. So just control D, that is message. Now I'm going to add code here, code equals to code, and the next one is message equals to message. That's fine. Now here we have a array type of things. I mean to say that it's a constructor here. Now here we have two properties, that is code and the message. Now I'm going to add another method for your things. I mean to say that none error. That is if you have if you do not have any error in your application, that will generate a none error like that. Null value, I mean to say that if error generated based on null value. So what do you think about the null values? Public, static, and that is read only. And here I'm going to error, that's based on the class name, and that is null value. Oops, null value is like that. New null value, I mean to say that name of error. Okay, so new null value error, I mean to say that if you just define it here and inside it you can take it name of error, oops, name of, that is the class name error, and I want to get it back dot, that is name of null value, that, oops, yes, it's fine, null value, that is this one. So I want to just set it, the value is null. Okay, so the result value is null. Okay, so that's fine. Now here the null value is what? That the null value is the result value is null. Okay, the similar like that I want to create it. Just control D. Oops, that is the duplicate line. So I want to create it here for another error, that is condition not satisfied. Okay, so here we have a condition not satisfied. So condition not satisfied. So condition not satisfied, I mean to say that if your condition is not satisfied, then give it a error message. So like that. So just copy that code here. Let's copy the text message here, and the result value, or I mean to say that the specified condition was not satisfied. The specified condition was not satisfied. Okay, that's cool. Now I'm going to go for the next thing, that is validation error. And validation, I mean to say that if you got an validation error message, like any other message that is related to the validation, null value, condition not satisfied, and the third one is validation error. So you can just put it here, validation error. It's a type of thing, you have to add it here. That is validation error, and just I'm going to add it here. That is validation error, and the next one is the message is what? a validation problem, that is validation error. Okay, so here we have three things, that is null value, condition not specified, validation error message, and the next one is to do, that is, and if you got an message like that, okay, so you can just create a error if you have a constructor like that. So I want to add a static new method. Okay, so public static, it's a type of error and that is new, and I want to add it here, string code and the message. So here I'm going to add a new thing. So here we have a error new, just return it new error with the code and the message. Okay, so that's the constructor, so we can call it by using this new, that is the code and that is the validation error message. Okay, now the next part is to do, that is, here we have lots of properties also. So that is, if you got an exception message and if you got any other like that, if you got an operator overloading here, if you have a I mean to say that equals. Okay, so here we have a error class and that is inherited by the iEquitable interface, that is error, and a error have four static properties, that is it's a type of error. Okay, and initialized by the new, so you know that it's initialized by the constructor like this. Okay, and we just got it. If you have any error, then you can just call it by the new. Okay, so error dot new, because it's a static property. Okay, now just implement this equals interface. So if other is null, if other is null, then you can say other is null, then you can say return false. Okay, otherwise you can say return I mean to say that code equals to other dot code, code is double equals to other dot code, and message is double equals to, you can say other dot message. That's fine. Now here we have a equals method through which we can just return back if the other code is equal. Okay, so the two objects are equal. So that is the error class that is used in the value object. So here we have a value object and I'm going to design a value object right now. So these are the value objects. So first of all, I want to implement username, and that is inherited by the value object. And what is the value object is here? So just go to the definition, and here you can say that value object is inherited by the iEquitable interface, similar like the error that is inherited by the iEquitable interface. That is that is the value object. So value object have a equals method that is not implemented right now. So I want to create a username value object here. A username is a reference type inside in your entities. So here we have a user entity, and that is the type of username. So that I want to implement here. First of all, define a username class is the sealed class. Now after that, I want to set the size of the username, that is public. Okay. Now the first thing is to do, that is the max length property of the username. So that is constant, and in max length, that is 50. I want to take it username in a 50 characters. Now create a private username, that is your constructor, and inside the constructor you can take it string type value, So here I'm going to add value. Value is what? That is the type of string type of property. So public new string value, and that is read from outside the class. So but not set inside the class, only constructor can set that value. So value is what? That is value. Okay, so here we have a new string. It's a string object, so that is the value, and set by only the username constructor. Now I'm going to add a username instance. Okay, so here I'm going to add public that is static and return username, and that is create. Okay, it's a static property through which we can just create a username. So inside it you can take a string that is username. Outside just create a username, so just call it username dot create. After this you can just initialize a username in a value object to create a username. Okay, and inside it you just get the just return it a new username like that. Okay, so how to call it? The errors. Now create a new validate object. Okay, a validate method here. So like public static, and that is I list of error class. I list of error class. I want to add it here. That is error, and error is what? That is validate. Error is a class through which we just get a list of errors. Okay, when we when we validate the username. So errors is actually existing in shopping cart domain errors, and here we have a validate is a method. So string username, okay, and just return that is empty list. It's a utility function, and you know that utility is here, that is already covered, that is list utilities. So list utilities have a list utility is a static class through which we can just call empty list. Okay, so if you have a empty list right there, so you can just call it username. So empty list is empty list of error. It's a type of T, I mean to say that. So empty list of error, that is actually existing in your okay, empty list dot if and username dot is null or white space. It's not getting from the empty list right there. Oops, generate method empty list. So if you want to get it empty list, so you can just call it from the list utility. So here we have a list utilities. Okay, so here we have a list utilities dot empty list. So list utilities is actually existing in shopping cart dot domains dot list utilities, but later on I will discuss on this errors. So here we have a written list utilities dot empty list of errors. Just check it, the list is empty or not. Okay, but later on I will implement the string utility functions because I want to use it the username. I want to check it if username is null or empty or white space, then just go for the error, that is username error, that is empty. Okay, username dot length is the max length. Username is contains illegal characters, so username is a type of string. So I want to create a new utility for the string type. So string list utilities we have, that is not null or empty, is null or empty, not contains, and contains duplicate characters, so that we can just use it here. Okay, Now, the next chapter I want to go for, that is the string utilities I want to implement in this chapter. Thank you very much for watching this, and don't forget, please join my membership. Don't forget, guys, this is a deal, and later I will increase the price of this deal. So hurry up, guys. Just go for your video description box and fill the form and get the membership. Thank you very much.